the Google app for Windows is actually a thing. There is actually a official Google app from Google for Windows. The Google app is really popular on Android phones. It comes pre-installed on almost every Android phone out there. It's also available for iOS, but you have to download it. And yes, again, it's also available for Windows now. I actually made a video in this almost 6 months ago when this was first introduced. This is still a experimental app, but things have changed a lot. Okay, its user interface has changed. So here I am with the new update after 6 months. Right now, to download this app, you have to go to labs.google.com and then download the Google app for Windows. Search anything with Google app built for Windows, made by Google. Quickly access this app with a keyboard shortcut, Alt plus space, to find what you need: information from the web, Google Drive files, installed apps, and files saved on your computer. With Google Lens built into the app, you can select and search anything on your screen at any time, making it easier to translate images or text, get help from AI mode to solve homework problems, and more. You just click on download app and install it as you install the other program. Once installed, you can press Alt and space and the Google app will pop up. And there is even a glowing animation going on here when you launch it. You can also move it around. You can search anything. Let's say Chrome. Apps and websites appear at the top, then web searches, and then the files. So this is a all-in-one app to do almost any type of searches. Okay, so it's not just made for online searches only. You can also search for your files, programs, and all that. Like for example, I can search for strcpy GUI, the app that I built, and you can see it pops up here. This new update has better design. You can also minimize it, close it, which will actually not close. It will minimize the app to system tray, and you can access it at any time by pressing the Alt and space, and it will pop up. Now here you can also upload files like documents, images by clicking on the plus icon. So like for example, I'm gonna upload this screenshot that I took, and now I can ask anything about that document, image, whatever you have uploaded. So I'm gonna say, what is this image? And it's gonna use the AI mode to explain our document or image that we uploaded. So yeah, this also has the AI feature built in. You also have this feature in Chrome browser. Actually, there is a AI mode. It's more of a Google search engine's AI mode feature than a browser feature itself. So yeah, this works similar to that. You can also use the Google Lens. So you can click on it and screenshot anything, text, image, anything. Okay, and then it will also use the AI mode and explain that image. Or if you want to translate a language, you can also take the screenshot of that. And yeah, so basically you can either upload your images or documents, or you can simply take a screenshot using the Google Lens. Now, when you're doing something within the app, there is no navigation buttons to go back and forth. So you'll have to click on escape button to go one step back. And to close this, you actually have to click on close icon. Okay, only then it will actually disappear from the screen and will get minimized to the system tray. If you want to close this completely, you have to go to the system tray and then find the Google icon, right click, and then quit. And you can also log out from your Google account and also manage your Google account. You can sign in with different account and all that. So yeah, the new Google app actually has improved a lot. It has new design, has more features, and yeah, the only thing that it's missing is the Google Gemini. You know, in phones, we can use Google Gemini now. It's still not kind of part of the Google app. Google app is still separate, but you can summon the Google Gemini by saying, hey Google, and you know, all that. So that feature is still not available in Windows. Maybe in future, we might also see the Google Gemini. It's still in experimental, like it's still in beta, they're testing this. Now, one really important thing I need to share with you guys about this app is that this app is heavy, like really heavy, even though this app looks like simple plain app, like it's just a small search box that you can use to search internet or your computer. But this thing is actually heavy in background. Let me show you guys. I'm gonna open the task manager, search for Google, so it only shows the Google. Oh, okay, you can see it's using almost 1.6 gigabyte of RAM. That's a lot for a simple search app. Maybe it's not that simple. Maybe it's a more complex app in the background. And let's try to use the app. Okay, now let's open the task manager. Wow, the RAM amount increases. It's now 1.7 gigabytes. While it's working, it uses even more system resources. It's even heavier than the entire Google Chrome web browser. Okay, so you can see here the Google Chrome is taking around 600 megabytes of RAM, where the Google app is using 1.7 gigabytes of RAM. That's a lot. Okay, that's a lot of RAM. So right now, this is probably one of the reasons that you shouldn't use Google app on your system if you don't have enough RAM. I actually use Google services. Okay, almost everybody uses Google Search, Google AI, because it's free. Most of the time it has better limitation than the other AIs. So yeah, this app actually becomes handy. Okay, we can actually use it. It's actually useful. The only thing that it's missing right now is the Gemini. Hopefully in future, when it becomes stable, it might also get Gemini feature and also get more optimized so it doesn't use much system resources. Now let me know your thoughts in the comment. What do you think about this app? And yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next one. Take care of yourself and have fun. Bye.